Hello, this is Photography Gamer. Welcome back to the channel. Today I am reviewing Diablo 3 Ultimate Evil Edition. Diablo 3 is a hack and slash action RPG developed by Blizzard Entertainment. The story takes place in a fantasy land called Sanctuary. The game starts with a star falling from the skies which you have to then investigate. After that initial quest, you then go on this long and winding journey through a variety of different landscapes over 5 different acts. You play as one of a variety of characters from several different classes ranging from barbarians, wizards, archers and knights, etc. And you can customize your character's moves and attacks, so you can alter the color of your clothing as well. You can mutate the appearance of your weapons and armor. You can basically make the character whatever you want them to be, which is really cool. So what is Diablo 3 like to play? It's pretty basic in terms of what you actually do in the game. You accept a quest, you go to an area, you kill everything that moves, you steal all the loot, then you fight a boss and then go sell all the loot, and then you just do that again and again and again over and over and over. So it sounds quite repetitive, and it is, but saying that, the combat is so much fun. It's fast, it's frenetic, it's really easy to pick up and play. It's not a classic RPG, it's more about action and role-playing, so it's more open to people who want a lighter experience. The enemies in the game are very varied indeed, ranging from annoying little goblins to giant demonic creatures. It's really impressive, it's refreshing, the game's constantly throwing something new at you all the time, so you can never really get bored of the enemies. The game's got a variety of modes ranging from story, adventure, seasonal and permadeath. Each one essentially is set in the same place, but it has different criteria, different goals, different difficulties, so it's all kind of slight different variations on a theme. In terms of the difficulty, it's not the hardest game I've ever played. Normal is very easy, hard is still pretty easy, but once you go beyond that it can be quite challenging, but it's not like Dark Souls, it's quite unforgiving, and if you take your time and are patient, you'll probably just walk through it. But saying that, that process is still enjoyable. It's a very forgiving game, and it's not going to stress you out at all, I don't think. The game has great replay value because of the different characters available to you, so each playthrough will be slightly different. Also, the couch co-op is amazing. You'll spend hours with friends wading through enemy upon enemy, dungeon after dungeon, gold, get the loot, sell the loot, etc. Share the loot with each other. It's so addictive, such an addictive loop. The graphics are really nice, they're colourful and detailed, and they've got really nice lighting effects. It can get pretty crazy at times when you're taking on large amounts of enemies at one time, but the game never really slows down. You never see any graphical issues going on, even when it's completely crazy on screen. The environments over the 5 different acts are all different, and they range from forests to classic dungeons and even like a trip to heaven and hell, which is kind of interesting. And they all look really good. Visually, it's a very, very impressive game. The music is very subtle but really suits the medieval fantasy vibe. The combat sound effects are awesome, everything sounds really punchy, really powerful. It's just like an excellent audio experience. The voice acting is also pretty good. I wasn't expecting it, but maybe a couple of the voices are a little bit cheese fest, but in general it's very good dialogue and it's very well voice acted, so that was kind of a surprise, but very well done. Okay, so what's good and what's bad about Diablo 3? What's good? It's a really fun game to play. It's very accessible and easy to pick up. It's got a lot of depth to the character development. The game has a huge amount of replay value. It's an excellent single player or co-op game. The presentation is great, the menus are easy to use, and it's all very user friendly. And it's super, super addictive. Oh my god, addictive. What's bad? It may be a little too addictive, if that's even possible. Like, there were sessions where I was playing it where I felt like I was like a zombie in a trance. I just couldn't take my eyes off the screen. You might have to ration yourself a little bit if you get addicted to games. The game can get slightly repetitive, but honestly there aren't really many things I can say in a negative sense about Diablo 3. Okay, so what's the verdict? Diablo 3 is a fantastic, fun, enjoyable hack and slash loot fest of a game. It's very addictive. It's the kind of game you'll play through again and again, but it never really gets old. I really loved it. I played it several times and I still play it solo and with friends. You know, when I play games, I usually finish the game and then move on to another game. With this game, the moment I finished it, 5 minutes later, I make a new character up and I'm starting again. That's very rare for me, so that tells you how addictive this game is. So with all that being said, my score for Diablo 3 is 9 out of 10. It's a game that reminds me why I like games. It's so much fun, it's so addictive, and it's a real pleasure to play it. Definitely worth having a look. So there you go, that was my review for Diablo 3. Thank you for watching. Please like, please subscribe if you enjoyed the video. This is Photography Gamer signing off. Thank you.